Good morning, church. Let's go. Good morning, church. Yeah, yeah. Good morning, church. Yeah. Good morning, church. Yeah. Let's go. Sun is up, birds singing. Time to.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Good Morning Church, a show where we talk about social situations and circumstances from a Christian perspective and how to navigate them. Co-hosting with me today is Miss Chantel Cetel Dynasty Williams. Chantel, how you going?
I'm good and all. I'm good, Gary. Lovely to have me on this beautiful morning. Good morning, church.
Now, a lot of people don't know what you look like. So,
Really? They
this
will
is good
understand
for
my
them
voice.
to put a face to the name.
Yes. So if you've listened to W107.1 FM, I am Cetel Dynasty. So this is the face to what you hear on your radio, and it's lovely to be here in the flesh.
You say it's lovely to be here. I thought you were going to say, and it's a lovely face that, you can put the face to the name.
Oh gosh, I'd be a little modest and saying, yeah,
A little
I'll
modest.
reach out.
A little modest.
A little. Just a
All
little.
right.
Just a little.
So the topic for today is muted. When the message gets silenced, a Christian response to censorship. Of course, this topic is centered around the Helan, what you call it, a debacle. I don't think it's a debacle, but I mean, the Helan exposure, where allegedly he was muted. I'll add a statement, a question on the end. Cetel, what you think? It was.
Yeah.
I don't want to put you on the spot and make you answer the question, but allegedly he was muted.
It is an allegation until it is proven. So yes, allegedly he was muted, even though we have evidence that we are combing through and people are coming out saying various things on the topic.
Yeah, we also had government ministers coming out saying, no, that is not what happened. But I mean, it ain't looking too good. Looking kind of exposing.
Correct. The truth will be revealed.
It will be revealed, I hope soon, but we know how things go. Before we do anything, Cetel, we always make sure that we start the morning right with morning devotions. So we're going to take a little time now and we're going to get into some morning devotions.
God in the church, headlines buzzing, news is loud, filter it through the holy crowd.
Gonna be getting into our devotion for this morning. Today's devotion is entitled, Don't Give Up. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 22, it says, a joyful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Throughout life, there will always be something that will try to take our joy. If it's not a grumpy salesperson, it's a family member aggravating you. Traffic is backed up. Your flight got delayed, or your spouse is taking too long. Don't go the next 20 years allowing the same people and same circumstances to frustrate you. Change your approach. What's upsetting you now doesn't have to upset you anymore. You can choose to keep your cool and stay calm and steady. Remember, a relaxed attitude is going to lengthen your life. The next time you're tempted to be upset, ask yourself, is this really worth me giving up my joy? If you make the decision to not give away your joy, but live each day happy, God promises you'll be strong, you'll have better relationships, and you'll accomplish more. He says a joyful heart is good medicine. Hold on to your joy and move forward into the abundant life God has in store. I want you to pray this prayer with me. Say, Father, today I will hold on to joy. I choose to live each day with peace and happiness. I choose to rely on your strength and your word, which guides my every step. I love you, Father, and thank you for loving me and directing me. In Jesus' name, amen and amen.
Yeah, yeah. Good morning, church.
Sitel, it always feels good, making sure
Yeah.
that you start the day right. It's always uplifting.
Yeah, it's a priority.
Like I like to say, it's like a spiritual cup of coffee. It wakes you right up.
It's the first thing you should do as soon as you open your eyes, man. Thank God for
Is it
life.
possible? Yeah, before you rock off the bed and put your foot on the ground. So we're gonna have with us a couple guests that will be able to speak on the topic. They
Yeah.
are very versed. Dare I say they are experts in the field. But before we do that, we want to make sure we get in some news. We want to see what's going on in Lady Land, and we'll be right back after this news segment.
Good morning, church.
Hello and welcome to News of the Rhythm and Hope Network. I am Brother Jonathan. In the headlines, growing frustration by Tobagonians as cargo disruptions continue. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Desesa to lead TNT delegation to CARICOM conference in St. Kitts. Man shot dead near Grand Bazaar Mall in Varsay and identified. Regionally, Guyana celebrates 56th Republic anniversary with pride and reflection. Internationally, massive storm hits northeast US, putting 59 million on the warnings. And an armed man was shot and killed after breaching Trump's Mar-a-Lago security. To the stories. Chief Secretary of the Tobago House of Assembly, Farley Augustine, has expressed frustration over ongoing cargo delays, warning Tobagonians patience is rightfully running out. Despite appeals for understanding, technical issues and planning setbacks have caused shortages, affecting tourism and construction. Augustine expects the March 1st deadline for the Blue Wave Harmony's maiden voyage, but lacks contingency plans for further delays. The THA is assessing business losses, with some estimating daily sales drop up to 15,000. The TT Chamber highlighted mounting pressure on local businesses to maintain prices amid dwindling supplies and rising demand. Former Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley described the situation as a real crisis, revealing his livestock operation are suffering due to lack of feed. Opposition leader Penelope Beckles has called for urgent intervention to address the cargo seepage crisis and warned that Tobago was facing food shortages and price increases as a result of the government's handling of the ferry situation. Prime Minister Kamla Prasad Desesa will attend the 50th CARICOM Heads of Government meeting in St. Kitts and Nevis from February 24 to 27. Under the theme Beyond Words, Action Today for a Thriving Sustainable CARICOM. She will engage with regional leaders and meet U.S. officials to bolster cooperation on security, trade, and development. The Trinidad and Tobago delegation, led by Prasad Desesa, includes key ministers and Tobago representatives. The government aims to strengthen international relations and regional collaboration. The delegation departed Monday and returns February 27th. Curtis Byrne Peer of Diego Martin was killed early Sunday near the food strip by Grand Bazaar Mall in Valsay. After attending the last Jan Carnival Fete, Peer, who had just collected a pizza, was ambushed around 1:05 a.m. by two gunmen. They approached in a Grade 80 wagon, and as Peer attempted to escape, he was shot multiple times. Bullet holes and bloodstains marked the scenes. Witnesses reported the gunmen were armed with a rifle and pistol, while two men later stole the victim's truck. Peer, who had been in the country for Carnival, was known to police. Residents expressed fear over the violence in the usually busy area. Regionally, President Irfan Ali lauded Guyana's rise on the global stage as the nation marks its 56th Republic anniversary with a vibrant cultural and military display. In his address, he highlighted the country's progress in climate leadership, economic growth, and social investments in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Ali emphasized unity, dignity, and inclusive development, calling on Guyana to strengthen their nation and build a better future together. Further ahead, the historic winter storm is unleashing chaos across northeastern United States, affecting 59 million people with severe weather warnings, widespread power outages, and transportation disruptions. Emergency declarations are in place in states including Massachusetts, Connecticut, Delaware, New Jersey, and Rhode Island, as the region braces for the most powerful nor'easter in nearly a decade. The storm is bringing heavy snow, strong winds, and coastal flooding through Monday, with thousands of flights cancelled and millions facing travel bans. Power outages are surging, with thousands losing electricity across multiple states, highlighting the storm's unprecedented impact on the densely populated region. Finally, an armed man was shot and killed after entering the secure perimeter of President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida. According to the Secret Service, the individual was reportedly carrying a shotgun and a fuel can when he was stopped and shot by Secret Service agents and a sheriff's deputy. The suspect has been identified as Austin T. Martin from Cameron, North Carolina. His family had reported him missing early Sunday morning. Authorities are investigating whether he purchased the gun along the route he took from North Carolina to Florida. The incident occurred Sunday morning while the president was in Washington, D.C. And that was your news right here on the Rhythm and Hope Network. I am Brother Jonathan. See you soon.
Yeah. Good morning, church.
And as usual, we're keeping you guys informed as to what is happening in and around the world. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Good Morning Church. And so I am your co-host for this morning. I am Chantel Williams, aka Cetel Dynasty, and we have the man Gary Wayne on the inside. So we know the news highlighted some hot topics. So Gary, I know you were telling me that you are familiar about what is happening with the Tobagonians and this cargo vessel, the Blue Wave, still being down. What are your thoughts on that whole issue that is happening right now? How do you think the Tobago people are feeling? What are the thoughts? What are the things that you're hearing on the ground?
Tobago needs a blessing. Tobago needs a blessing. Yeah, that's what I hear on the ground. I've been for the longest while in Tobago. It seems like sometimes it's been treated a little slight, But no, those bits of news there, I was like, oh, this happened. Oh gosh. Oh shucks, darn. I did, because a lot of it happened on like where was I? But the one thing that I was saying a little bit attention to was what was going on in Tobago. And Tobago seeking that type of independence, seeking that type of interdependence. They have a long road ahead of them. So this cargo vessel being down is kind of similar to all of the vessels that have been down, that we would, like the catamaran that we used to have, that always had a damage. This one has a surprise hole in the hull. I don't know. But I mean, the news is to make of it what you will, but it's really just the info. So, I mean, sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it just shows up how interdependent and we still are as a nation, because we don't have the resources, I feel, on either side to be fully independent and carry the nation forward. So I mean, yes, we have our differences and whatnot, but I mean, something as simple as the inter-island transport and something that would help the economy of Tobago, if that were to go down and they were independent, what would then be the situation? So I think, as you said, we need a blessing, we need unity, we need to put down the pride and come together. So I think that's for us Trinbagonians. We need to stop.
So just to remind you, coming up, we're going to have with us Mr. Devon Seals, and we're also going to have with us Mr. Sean Daniel. But before we do, We're going to take a quick break. We will be right back.
Holy crowd, what would Jesus do today? That's the only way. Good morning, church, speaking truth. Forget your worries, cast your cares.